It is 11:47 at night. You are sitting on the floor of the Madison Square Garden locker room. Not a chair. The floor. Your back is against the cold metal of your locker. Your jersey is soaked through. Your knees hurt in a way that does not go away anymore. A janitor is mopping the hallway outside. You can hear the crowd still leaving upstairs. 54 years. That is how long New York waited for this. Not you. Not your teammates. New York, the city that never sleeps, spent 54 years lying awake. You hold the trophy in your lap. It is heavier than you thought it would be. Chapter 1. The Choice. You are 22. Every team wants you. Miami, LA, Boston. The agents lay the offers out on a glass table in a hotel conference room. More money, better weather, better supporting cast. Your mother sits next to you. She does not say anything. She folds her hands in her lap and waits. You look at the Knicks offer last. Your agent shakes his head slowly before you even open it. He says, "You know what that city will do to you if you lose. You know. You have always known. You grew up watching them lose. You watch them break good players. Watch them break patient fans. Watch them come close and fall apart in ways that felt personal. Like the city itself was cursed. You signed the Knicks contract anyway. Not because it is smart. Not because it is safe. Because some part of you, the part that was built in hard places, believes you are the one who ends it. Your agent says nothing on the drive back. Your mother holds your hand. Chapter 2. The Years That Cost You. You are 24. First round exit. The headline the next morning reads, "Same old Knicks." You do not read the article. You do not need to. You run at 5 a.m. instead. Alone. The garden is empty. The city is asleep. You are not. You are 26. Second round exit. Game 7. Home court. You score 41 points. It is not enough. Your teammate throws his jersey on the floor of the locker room. You do not. You fold it. You put it in your bag. You fly home. You come back in the fall. You are 28. They start talking about you differently now. The TV shows say the window is closing. They say you peaked. They say New York was always the wrong choice. They say a player like you needed a real organization. They say your best years are behind you. You hear all of it. You use none of it for fuel. Fuel burns out. You use it for something colder than fuel. Quieter. More permanent. You use it for certainty. Chapter 3. The Sacrifice Nobody Saw. There is a version of this story nobody tells. Not the highlights. Not the losses. Not the headlines. The version that happened at 11 p.m. on a Tuesday in February. The training staff has gone home. The arena is dark except for one court light above the free throw line. You are practicing the same mid-range shot you have taken 10,000 times. Your right knee is wrapped. It has been wrapped since November. Nobody knows how bad it actually is. Your doctor told you in December that you need surgery. He said if you keep playing, you are gambling with the back half of your career. You asked him one question. Can I still win a championship this year? He paused. He said it is possible. You said schedule the surgery for July. You do not tell your teammates. You do not tell the press. You do not tell your mother. You just keep shooting. 11 p.m., February. One court light. An empty arena. This is what sacrifice looks like. Not a speech. Not a moment. A Tuesday. Chapter 4. The Team. You are 29. Something is different this year. Not the roster, not the coach. Something underneath all of that. The young point guard who was scared to take big shots last year. He is not scared anymore. The veteran center who everyone said was finished. He plays every game like it is his last, because he knows it might be. The sixth man who turned down a starting role on another team to stay with you, he never talks about it. Neither do you, but you both know. This team does not have the most talent in the league, but it has something harder to build than talent. It has trust. Not the trust that comes from winning, the trust that comes from losing together and showing up anyway. You have been losing together for years. Now it is paying something back. Chapter 5. The Playoffs. First round. You win in 5. Second round. Down 3-2. You win Game 6 on the road. You win Game 7 at home. Madison Square Garden is so loud you cannot hear yourself think. You do not need to think. Your body knows what to do. It has been doing this since you were 14 years old, in a gym with no air conditioning. Conference Finals. You go down 2-0. The city panics. Same old Knicks. They write it again. You call a team meeting, not with coaches, just players. You do not give a speech. You sit down, you look at each face in the room. You say, "We are not leaving without this." Nobody says anything back. Nobody needs to. You win the next 4 games. Chapter 6, the Finals. Game 7, NBA Finals. Your knee is held together by will and tight wrapping and something that cannot be explained by medicine. Third quarter. You go down. Not a foul, not a collision, your knee just gives. You are on the floor of the court for 11 seconds. The garden goes silent. Not quiet. Silent. 50,000 people holding one breath. You get up. Not because it does not hurt, because the city that raised you, the city you chose when everyone said do not, is watching. You get up. You score 9 points in the fourth quarter. The buzzer sounds. You do not jump. You do not scream. You stand completely still for 2 seconds in the middle of the court while everyone around you loses their minds. You are looking for one face in the crowd, your mother. She is in row 7, section 112, where she has sat for every home game for 7 years. She is not crying. She is just nodding, like she always knew, like she was never afraid. You put your face in your hands for 3 seconds. Nobody sees it. Everybody sees it. Chapter 8. After. The confetti is still falling. Your teammate, the veteran center who was supposed to be finished, he finds you on the court. He does not say anything for a long time. Then he says, "I told myself if I got one, I could go. I got one, I can go." You do not answer. You put your arm around him and stand there while the confetti falls on both of you. This is what legacy costs. Not the losses, not the headlines, not the surgery you kept quiet, moments you have to give away because someone else needed them more. It is 11:47 at night. You are sitting on the floor of the Madison Square Garden locker room. The trophy is in your lap. 54 years. You think about the 22-year-old who sat in a hotel conference room and chose the hard city over the easy ones. You think about the Tuesday nights, the February sessions, the shot you took 11 p.m. with no one watching. You think about every version of yourself that could have left, that could have made the safe choice, taken the warm weather, taken the better roster. They all would have had easier careers. None of them would be sitting here. The janitor stops mopping in the hallway. He looks in through the open door. He sees you on the floor with the trophy. He does not say anything. He just nods, like he always knew, like he was never afraid. You nod back. Then he keeps mopping. And New York finally goes to sleep.